Good evening. Football fans in Liverpool are being asked whether they support the idea of standing areas returning to top-flight grounds. They've held a public meeting on the issue, but some of the Hillsborough families don't approve. Kevin Fitzpatrick reports.
All-seater stadiums put an end to packed terraces in top-flight football, but now at Celtic Park in Glasgow there's a new area where people can stand safely. Some top English clubs are considering the idea, and today the Spirit of Shankly Group canvassed opinion among its members.
We've always stayed out of that debate whilst ongoing Hillsborough campaigns were in full flow, but now I think that it's been introduced to Celtic and people have seen it firsthand. I think there is clear need for a conversation to at least get people's views on the matter.
There appears to be growing support for the idea nationally.
You can go to a football stadium and see a music concert or boxing or rugby, and you can stand up there without any problems. So logically, if you can stand watching one event, why can't you stand up watching football?
Supporters at Celtic kept standing up anyway, and this was viewed as a better option.
If they are going to stand in seated areas, then obviously they don't have any protection if there's a surge, if there's a goal and people go forward. With rail seating, you're obviously protected both with the rail from behind you and the rail in front of you.
Clearly here in Liverpool, any discussion about safe standing needs to be handled sensitively. Some of the Hillsborough families are in favour of the idea, but others remain completely opposed.
It is a very emotive and sensitive debate. The danger was that if we didn't get involved in the conversation, it would happen around us, and that could be upsetting for some. But ultimately, we felt that everybody needed to have a voice in this.
Fans can vote on the issue on the group's website this week. Kevin Fitzpatrick, BBC North West Tonight, Liverpool.
A teenager arrested in connection with the murder of a young dad in Greater Manchester has been bailed pending further inquiries. 34-year-old Mike Grimshaw was stabbed in the neck after being attacked by 3 men on Royton Avenue in Sale on Thursday night. At the Open Championship, Tommy Fleetwood posted a third-round 4-under par 66 at Royal Birkdale to leave him 1 over for the tournament. The local hero says the Open should be held more often in his hometown of Southport.
This is absolutely not just because they're not just because they're from, a home crowd, but they are the best crowds. You get so many. I think it's been biggest selling Open ever. I think the course is one of the best tracks in the world. If I had to say, I would definitely have it more at Birkdale, yeah.
Pendle Ski Club near Clitheroe is where Olympic skier Dave Riding honed his skills as a child. Thanks to his success, more and more locals are taking up the sport, which has meant the club has big plans for expansion. I went along to take a look. Pendle Ski Club is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. It's managed to swell its members to over 1,000, which is pretty impressive for such a small club tucked away on a hill in East Lancashire. Run by a team of volunteers, it's completely self-sufficient and caters for beginners right through to experienced skiers and racers. Interest in Pendle Ski Club has increased partly due to Olympic skier Dave Riding, who started his career right here on these slopes. Now the club plans to double the size of the clubhouse.
We're quite progressive and we're looking to expand. We've got planning permission at the moment for a new ski club building, and we're currently going through a funding process for that. So that's the sort of future direction of the club, and permanently look after the slope. As I said, that's the key to the whole operation, but it would be nice to have a clubhouse now that suits everything else that we have and the numbers of people that come and visit.
They've managed to train 1 Olympian for success. Could you be next? Beautiful scenery there. Here's Rich Davis with the weather.
Good evening. Well, after a few wet spells and also some bright spells today, it looks like it's going to be relatively clear for most of this evening, with a few wet spells thrown in, especially towards the east. And then as we go through to the early hours of tomorrow, we can see there might be a few more certainly on the eastern side, and they could become heavier through the night. Temperatures tonight are going to be fairly mild, around 13 or 14 degrees, but it will still be feeling fresh. As we go through the course of tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon, we can begin to see that it's going to be relatively clear to begin with, but then we could see a few more showers come in later, potentially a little bit heavy and even maybe thundery as well. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be relatively warm, around 19 or 20 degrees Celsius. Monday and Tuesday are looking a little brighter. Wednesday, it looks like the rain could be back on its way.
That's it from me for now. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great evening. Goodbye.